We have with us Captain Niren Kumar from Capgemini, and it's really a privilege for me to be speaking to him. First of all, many congratulations on winning the Facility Managers Leadership Award.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
How does it feel to be a winner tonight?
I think it's great. It's been a very good journey for me. Across the last so many years I've been in the corporate. But I think it feels nice when somebody recognizes your work, and especially a team which you carry. This is for the team rather than me, right? But very happy to be here.
Okay. So on that note, why don't you tell me your message? Why don't you send a message using this video to your team that you work with?
Okay, so I think fundamentally the message I have for FM community overall, plus my team at large, is that we have to move to the next level of our work, right? Scale is going to be very big. People are going to be responsible for a lot of things other than just FM. And FM itself is moving to a big, being business critical and business important, rather than just being one service provider and providing services. But I think it's becoming a service partner with business, an end-to-end partnership with your providers and and then customers in the front. So that message, people need to keep that in mind when they create solutions. That is not for one own self in facilities, but it's for the business.
It's not some back-end operation that they do.
Absolutely, it's no more a back-end office. It's more about front-end. We work with our sales guys. We work with our customers. Today, FM has a place on the table, right? We sit with the CEOs and CFOs and CXOs, talk about strategy. So FM has become a very big strategic initiative for the company overall.
I think that's a great message. People should take their work greatly to. I'm sure they're already doing that, but like you said, it's time to take it to the next level.
Yeah, they have to start thinking on the next level, right? Because if it's just going to be the running the show, then everybody can run the show. But I principally believe that transformation is a very big key for run part of the organization. And unless you run to transform and transform to run, you will not achieve anything.
I think that's a great message. So on that note, I want to ask you a little bit about your career. How did you happen to be where you are right now? So did you start off as a facility manager? Tell us a little bit about.
Okay, so I've been with the industry for about 22 years now, right? I started my career in the hotel. I professionally I'm a chef from Taj. Then I moved into. I had a stint with the army, Kargil and stuff like that. Came out in 2000. Then I've been with corporate, telecom, manufacturing, ITES, and financial services. So, and I've grown up in the system, handled multiple roles across various industries at all levels. But the big learning for me has been, managing people. Right, I think that's one of my strong points. And I fundamentally believe that that's how things should move for any individual. And I'm here just based on what I've done, right? More importantly, on the people I've handled.
Right. Fantastic. So it's the most interesting, most diverse career that you seem to have, from a chef to armed forces to a corporate life, and you've seen it all, right? So for somebody who's watching right now, somebody who is very young, who's just starting off their career as facility managers, what is your advice to them?
My advice to them is that they should not forget the background they come from, because FM is a amalgamation of lot of thought processes, lot of service lines, etc. Right? So, and I fundamentally believe somebody comes from a hotel, he's somebody who needs to have that value of hospitality which he can bring to the FM. More importantly, the domain expertise which he carries from the hotel, which is going to be a key, right? And young people need to get into FM for those reasons. For example, on my own team today, I've got a whole lot of people from the hotel because I believe in that kind of a concept. Because they bring freshness to the role, they bring different perspective, and they are very innovative in what they do. So I think that's the message I have for the guys.
That's a great message, and that's what leaders are made of. I want to ask you, Capgemini is a very interesting workspace. There's a lot of innovation that's happening. And I'm sure as in your role, you're handling a lot of projects, a lot of initiatives. Tell me about that one initiative that is keeping you very excited right now.
Okay, so I think the big one currently which we are doing is, we have just acquired iGate. That's the acquisition which we have done, so very busy, very creative, looking into that aspect of integration. But more importantly for me, the thing around transformation. Correct. So today I manage the global transformation for the group. I also manage the India transformation, and that is interesting space for me today, because it is shifting gears as to how we run our real estate, how we run our services, and what is going to be the next generation of FM which is going to come in. That's close to my heart right now.
Excellent. That's very well said, sir. So tell me, through your career, I'm sure you've seen several challenging situations that you've been through. Can you think of one situation that comes to your mind when you say this was one of the most challenging situations that I faced, and how did you overcome that?
Okay, so I think the big one I had was when I was transitioning from manufacturing into IT.
Okay.
Correct. That was my first IT job,
Okay.
an IT environment, and I'm managing a large campus. When I moved from General Electric to Wipro in 2000, this was placed in front of me, 15,000 people, large campus, and managing. So consolidating that whole thought around how I will manage that and create the whole thing was one of the biggest challenges I had, right? And I got a beautiful support from my boss, Major Hari, and all my other team guys. But that was the most interesting aspect of my career. 5 years at Wipro was something which really made me what I am today, right? So, and moving people into a new thought process in 2004 was formative years for us in FM. But to develop into a model, move to an outsourcing model, etc., was something very, very exciting.
So I'm sure in these several years you've seen several changes that happened in the facility management. How do you keep yourself up to date about what is the latest that's happening?
So I think one is forums like these, right? More importantly, the connect which you have with your peers in the industry, right? And you get you hire people from your competition or your other companies, and they bring in information, etc. Also from a global perspective, right? So I'm on the IFMA's board today, in globally. But more important for me is the connect. So I get a lot of information from people, talk to people, interact with stakeholders, because the business today, understands FM as housekeepers, which is not the case today, right? It's much beyond that, right? It's much beyond that. So I keep connect with those people. I think I'm able to. I meet a lot of people, a lot of leaders from industry, outside of industry, and I keep connect.
Great. So on a more personal note, I want to know from you, how do you manage your work and life balance?
Okay, so I try to keep my work life and my personal life separate to as an extent as much as possible. But it never works, right? So it is something which I've said that I've been able to create a team which is delegated responsibility. People are empowered to do what they believe is in the best interest of the organization and the company. As long as that happens, I keep away from managing the tidbits of it, rather than limit myself to managing the more strategic and activities, which I can focus on those right now.
So does your wife complain that you work too hard?
Absolutely. Today I do about 3 weeks out of home every month. I travel 3 weeks. 1 week I'm home, and my wife works six days a week.
Okay.
So it's even more bad at home.
All right. Pleasure speaking to you, sir. I want to end this by asking you one last question. Are you still a chef?
Yes, I am. I still do a lot of cooking at home, and I still make good food.
So what is your favorite dish that you like to cook?
I like to cook Thai. Right, a lot of things in Thai are good, but I like Thai.
Great, it was wonderful speaking to you, sir. Thank you so much for the time. Congratulations once again for winning the.
Thank you so much.
Hi, I'm Shrikant Acharya and I'm the CEO of OfficeNeeds.com. We help businesses to plan and purchase office stationery and daily office supplies.
Hi, my name is Gautam. I'm the founder of Neosystic. We help more than 500 plus companies go green and do whatever they wish.
If you watched this interview and you really liked it, you should visit www.fmwalloffame.com to watch several more interviews like these.
Do not forget to like, share and comment.